In 1969, shortly after patriarch Joe Jackson secured his sons a record deal with Motown, producer Berry Gordy moved Michael Jackson and the rest of the Jackson 5 out to Los Angeles, where they were put up in various hotels. But Michael had spent months staying with Diana Ross. In November of that year, the rest of the family relocated to California, whereupon they all settled into a Mediterranean-style house in West Hollywood. According to Tara Borelli, the living room of their new abode was twice the size of their entire former home in Gary. Their new home boasted 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a sparkling view of LA, and a spacious 2,962 square feet of living space. When they lived in the home as the Jackson 5 stardom was skyrocketing, all of the neighborhood children would go over to play and fans would line the street waiting for autographs in this very exposed part of West Hollywood. But as it turns out, as much as they liked their new home, they wouldn't stay long. In May 1970, just 7 months after moving in, the Jacksons were relocated to another house leased by Berry Gordy, this one on Beaumont Drive in Beverly Hills. According to Tara Borelli, Gordy said, "They were kicked out of several houses. You see, they would make too much noise. They had their band and we would put them in a house, and then they would get kicked out. We'd lease another place and they would make too much noise, and they would get kicked out again." At this time, Joseph and Catherine Jackson were keen to bring the family together and finally purchase their own home. Catherine has said, "First, we limited our research to Hollywood. The idea of being near Motown and the recording studios tempted us. And then finally, we decided to buy a house at the top of the hill in Bel Air, which overlooked the whole city." To prove to us that he was right, our real estate agent drove us to the San Fernando Valley to show us a house in Encino, which was for sale for about the same amount. The agent was convinced that this house compared to Bel Air was much less interesting because it was located on flat land and with no view. But finally, we really fell in love with Encino's house. We loved the fact that it was located on a huge lot and that there were 18 lemon, orange, and tangerine trees, and also a large lot for the boys to play basketball. Joseph and Catherine Jackson purchased the 2-acre estate on Havenhurst Avenue in Encino on May 5, 1971, for $250,000. In order to purchase this property, Joe Jackson had to put down $100,000 or 40% of the loan due to his bad credit, which he obtained from Berry Gordy based on the Jackson 5's future earnings. The Jacksons' home phone number was routinely changed to protect against fans' constant calling. The tranquility of the surroundings assured the now famous family an uninterrupted peace. The house was nicknamed the Big House because it felt like a prison at times for the younger Jacksons. Catherine Jackson particularly loved the large, all-glass living room, which was bathed in light all day long. The Encino House had been before the Jacksons the property of Earl Hagen, a famous American composer of TV movies. A photo of him can be seen with him on the stairs of the home, the same stairs where the Jackson family posed for a photo for Life magazine in September 1971. In the living room, a recessed sofa in the floor circled the room. On the walls were numerous plaques, gold and platinum discs, symbols of millions of albums and singles sold. One journalist defined the place as a cross between a motel hall and a Sunset Boulevard label. Jermaine also brings his vision of things. The house was decorated in the style of the 1970s. Many sliding doors, plastic seats, gaudy colors, wooden paneling, and the top of the top was the huge spiral staircase who sat in the large living room. There were twin bedrooms for Marlon and me, Tito and Johnny, the Jackson 5 drummer, Michael and Randy, LaToya and Janet, Jackie and Ronnie, the band's keyboardist. It was a big house certainly, but not a castle. 240 square meters for 13 people, and each square meter was used. Tune into one of our latest videos right here, and also check out our online store for our latest pop icon-inspired styles. Thanks for watching The Detail. We'll see you next time.